Welcome to another Project Jarvis video. This one is to demonstrate Jarvis as an alarm clock that wakes me up in the morning. So the first thing I gotta do, of course, is tell Jarvis that I'm going to bed. So I'm gonna go ahead. I could IM him or tweet him or whatever, but I'm gonna use the remote control because it's so convenient. And I'm gonna hit the bed button, the sleep button, so to speak.
Good night, Chad.
And Jarvis prepares the apartment for I'm going to bed. And as part of that process, he turns the lights down low for 2 minutes to give me time to, get changed or brush my teeth or just get settled in my bed. So I have some light to move around in to keep it down low. And as you can see, the light is not really off. It's a little bit on. Give it a little bit of light, but not really off. And that'll turn off in 2 minutes. So I have to wait for that to turn off. I'll tell you about the intelligence aspect of the alarm clock. One of the annoying things I find about alarm clocks in general is that you have to turn them on or turn them off. So you turn them on Sunday, so it wakes you up on Monday, but you turn them off on Fridays because you don't want to wake up on Saturday or Sunday. You want to have that kind of sleep in late kind of thing. So Jarvis is aware of what day it is. He knows if it's Monday or Saturday or whatever, so he actually will only run the actual alarm clock on weekdays that I'm working. And I can tell him, hey, skip tomorrow. In which case, if I tell him to skip tomorrow, skip the next 5 days or something like that, like I'm on vacation or something, and Jarvis will actually, when I tell him I'm going to bed, he'll actually warn me at night saying, hey, just so you know, the alarm clock is supposed to go off tomorrow, but you've told me to skip it, so the alarm clock won't be waking you up tomorrow morning. Just kind of give me a warning just in case I tell him to skip too many days or something like that. So Jarvis actually knows what day it is and wakes me up based upon if it's a weekday or not. He also knows, of course, whether I'm home or not. So if I'm away on a business trip, I'm going to Texas this week, for example. Um, Jarvis will actually will not set off the alarm if I'm not in my apartment, and he knows that information. So I don't need to worry about turning off the alarm clock when I'm going to some place to do some um, business trip or something like that, because Jarvis already knows that I'm gone, and therefore knows not to actually set off the alarm itself, which is pretty useful. Um, so as you can see, the setting for I'm going to sleep is now finished. The light is now turned off completely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate the alarm clock waking me up in the morning. I'm just going to tell him to run it by hand, so to speak. And this is what happens. So the first thing he does, he turns the lights on, but really low. You're going to see the bedroom light come on in a second, but it's going to dim down real low, as you'll see. See, it dims down.
Time to wake up, Chad.
So he says the time to wake up, sets off the alarm sound that I'm used to waking up to. That sound is very familiar to me, to wake up, to most people, I guess.
Good afternoon, Chad. The current time is 3:21 p.m. Today is Saturday, the 27th. The weather report for today is today. Sunny. Highs in the upper 30s. North winds 10 to 15 mph, becoming east 5 to 10 mph this afternoon.
So that's how he wakes me up in the morning. Now he'll come back in approximately around 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes or so, he'll actually come back on the speakers and say, "Hey Chad, this is your second wake up call. You're not waking up." Basically, remind me to get up. If I don't get out of bed and get to my remote control here, or IM or tweet or something like that, to let him know that I'm awake, he'll actually keep on coming back every 5 minutes or so to make sure that I get up. So he kind of is very persistent to getting me out of bed in the morning to make sure I get to work or to make my flight or whatever it is. And I'm going to go ahead and tell him that I'm now awake. I'm going to go ahead and hit the awake button on my remote.
Good morning, Chad. You slept for 4 minutes. Home preset, awake, has been applied.
So once I actually tell him that that I'm awake, he goes ahead and turns the lights on in the apartment. He says, "Good morning, Chad," and then he lets me know actually how much time I was sleeping for, 6 hours or 6 hours and 38 minutes or whatever, which is actually kind of useful to know when you wake up in the morning that I got a full night's sleep or not. I mean, you can kind of know already by mathematically figuring out from the time you went to bed last night, but it's kind of useful to know that I've gotten less sleep or more sleep or whatever, and I find it to be quite useful. And that's basically a demo of the alarm clock function of the Jarvis system. Thanks.